Hi there, I'm Jamie Taylor. Welcome to Your Health Matters, brought to you by Kingman Regional Medical Center, your community-owned hospital. This program features programs, services, healthcare providers here at KRMC that I think will be of interest to you and your family. So I'm excited you've joined us today. Stay tuned, we'll be back right after these messages with an exciting guest. Welcome back to Your Health Matters. My guest today is Scott Kern, someone that I think you probably almost all know.
I'm a regular of the show, yeah.
Yes, and well known in the community as well. And Scott, of course, happens to be one of my favorites because he works for me. Scott and I are going to talk today about Mardi Gras.
Yes.
Which is just around the corner.
It's
How exciting.
It is. It's very exciting. It's a couple weeks away. It's February 16th this year. So it's coming around the corner, and we're really excited this year. I think we've got a great night planned. And
it's got a special theme again this year. What is it?
This year we're going with the black and white masquerade ball theme.
Okay.
So it's kind of a takeoff of the old classic black and white parties they used to have. And we're encouraging all of our guests to dress up in their finest black and white.
Their finest.
Their finest. Well,
wow.
nicer black and white cocktail dresses
Okay.
and suits and so forth. And we'll have it's a fantastically fun night.
Now, if they don't have a mask, we'll also have some available that night, right?
Everyone that comes to Mardi Gras gets a complimentary mask
at
the table, but we'll also have some of the nicer masks brought in directly from New Orleans and the mask makers down there to sell that evening. So that's pretty exciting. I'm really excited for that. We've got a lot of cool masks this year, and it's going to be a lot of fun. This is our third year now, so each year we've gotten progressively better with throwing a party. Not that it's but now that we know what we're doing. Okay. We're having a lot more fun with throwing out different wrinkles and different ideas to keep people entertained between the dancing and the dinner and the socializing. So it's a lot of fun.
So it's Saturday the 16th.
Saturday the 16th.
What time do the doors open?
Doors open at 6 p.m.
Okay.
At the Walpine Mountain campus at 3801 Santa Rosa Drive.
Very good. I'm glad you remember that address because I still don't quite remember that. Very good.
Out east of town. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
And tickets are how much?
Tickets are $50 for a single, $90 for a couple, and if you want a table of 8, it's $350.
Okay.
We'll reserve that table for you.
Okay, and we take checks, cash, or credit card?
We take all forms of credit, all forms of money, everything except change.
No pennies.
No pennies.
All right.
Unless you want to count them.
And they make
not you.
Okay, thanks. Yeah. Checks are payable to KRMC Foundation.
Exactly. Everything's if you write in check, it's a tax deduction to the KRMC Foundation. So we encourage checks. And all proceeds for Mardi Gras this year go toward nursing education for our emergency room nurses. So we're excited about that, and they're excited to help us out with this too.
Okay.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
So we're going to have some nurses there helping out as well.
We will. We'll have nurses helping out there with all the different fun little games. We'll have tarot card reading like we had last year.
Oh, fun.
This year we're introducing what we call the wine wall, which is pretty cool. We'll have wine of all different price ranges wrapped up so you don't know what you're getting, and for we'll say $20. You can pull a bottle of wine off the rack, and it can be worth $10, or it can be worth up toward $50. So it's just a fun little thing to do and kind of keep people interested.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Fun little game to keep the night flowing. We've got a great DJ
and then plus the alcohol that evening, it's wine and beer, Provided the wine's provided by Cellar Door.
The Cellar Door, yeah. Scott and Nancy downtown are going to come up and help us have a good time that night. This is their third year doing this with us, and we're excited to have them on board.
Good. And we have beer as an option as well.
Yeah, of course. We'll have
and
beer.
Water and soda.
Beer and water and soda. Yeah, we'll have a nice evening planned for everybody and make sure everyone has a good time.
And now, Ground Zero, is that right? No, what's the name of the...
I think it's Ground Zero Entertainment.
Okay, our DJ.
DJ
that's been there the last couple of years, and he's done a great job.
He's done a great job. He's got a great sound system that'll just light up the entire area where we're having the dinner. I mean, he helped us out last year. He had the whole setup with lights and fog machines and and wireless speaker systems. Oh yeah, he did a great job just adding to the fun atmosphere of the night. He played well until midnight last year, so it was a great time.
Kicking the shoes off, going barefoot because you've been dancing so much.
Exactly, it was a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. And then of course the food's being provided by KRMC's catering department.
Exactly, we've got a great traditional French cuisine plan this year.
Fun. That'll be different.
We're going back to a classic style for Mardi Gras. We're going back to the roots. So it's you know, we're trying to we're trying to do a classical approach this year, but still in keeping a fun vibe
Sure.
and entertaining evening for everyone.
Good. Well, if people have questions, they can call you. 681.
8656.
I know that number really well. By heart,
It's
right?
681-8656. They can call me for any kind of questions.
Tickets.
If they want to help out that night, or if they have any silent auction donations, because we will have a silent auction that
Oh,
night
that's
as
right.
well.
That's the other thing we want to talk
So
about.
we'll have plenty of silent auction items to go around. So
And we have some special silent auction items this time, too.
we do. We are working with a company out of Phoenix that specializes in sports and movie memorabilia. Southwest Auctioneers is who they are, and they'll be coming up that evening and doing a silent auction of different memorabilia from Arizona sports and
Fun.
and
And then
other fun
plus we
things.
have local
Plus we'll have
donors
local
with
donors
baskets
too,
and
and
things
baskets
they've done.
and jewelry and so forth.
Excellent. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be a lot
That's
of fun.
good
And we're really
thing.
looking forward to it. We're excited to get over there and start getting it all set up now. We're at that point where we want to hurry up
Couple
and
weeks out and time to start decorating. Very good.
exactly. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Good. Well, it sounds like it. I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I am
But
too.
you mind, don't let me forget. I got to give you a check, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you want to volunteer that night, no one gets it for free.
Yeah, right. So February, of course, starts our busy time of the year. Now we're
Yeah.
starting to roll again. We had a couple of months where kind of
The Christmas season was nice and quiet, and now we're
Yeah.
starting to take off again. So
Okay, so what else are we doing in February?
we've got the senior health fair coming up on February 23rd, so the following weekend
Okay.
from the Mardi Gras, and that's going to be here in the Medical Professional Center.
Okay.
It's one of our bigger, more well-attended health fairs. We're up there
Right.
with the Women's Fair. Right now we've got over 30 vendors signed up, and we're still taking vendors on to come and participate and help educate the
Great.
community with.
And we're doing the venue a little different this time than we've done in the past. We're going to have it kind of throughout the Medical Professional Center, right?
Yeah. We ran the Women's Fair very similar to this, where we put the vendors throughout both the first and second floor to kind of promote all the remodeling, moving around we've done up here as well. We've moved quite a few doctors' offices.
Right.
And some people don't know where the doctors might be now because they haven't had to go in a while.
Yeah.
So this is a good chance to kind of see
And we have
where
some new ones here as
we've
well.
got some new ones as well, and this is a good chance to see who's here now and see where they're at.
Good.
And kind of break it up because it gets kind of congested.
Right.
The way we usually do it.
Yeah.
So this gives people a chance to kind of walk around and explore and see.
Yeah, and we're going to move the food kind of throughout the building as well, so they have to start in one area for their appetizer and then sandwiches down the hall a little.
Exactly. If you put the food strategically around everywhere, everyone will
Keep them moving.
We'll keep them
Yeah.
moving. Exactly.
Very good.
Exactly. So it'll be a lot of fun.
And we're doing a lot of free screenings. I know that we're probably doing the diabetic blood sugar, glucose, there you go. Glucose test, blood pressure, those types of
Lipid
things.
testing. Mojave County's been really good about coming, and they're doing HIV testing now.
Okay,
So
very
that's another
good.
good screening to have. And I'm not quite sure what else they've got lined up, but I think we've got a
Okay.
few other screenings.
Well, and I
in the
know that
works.
there's going to be a couple of different services here that are going to help explain their options from Medicare and supplemental insurance, which is always, kind of a scary thing, and how for our seniors, especially, I can't say ours because I'm going to be there soon, talking about how their prescription supplemental insurance and things like that, and they'll have information that'll help them make those decisions.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's going to be pretty important.
Yeah, it's always a lot of fun. It runs from 9 to 1
Okay.
on February 23rd here in the Medical Professional Center.
Okay,
And
that's 1739 Beverly. so
1739
they're gonna
Beverly.
Come in
yeah.
that front door.
Come through
and-
that front door, sign in. We'll have door prizes. We'll have most vendors have little giveaways to give out, whether it be candy or just general
Water
swag,
bottles,
water
all
bottles,
kinds
and
of
so
stuff,
forth.
yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be a fun afternoon, fun morning.
Very
so we're
good.
looking forward to it.
All right. So is that it for February?
I think that's it for February. Then we start running with the with our spring events, and that's Kids Day, our 5K race, on Mother's Day weekend, and we've got other stuff in the pipeline, but I'm not quite sure we've got dates set for anything quite yet.
So we've got lots of other things to share with you. Stay tuned. We'll be back right after these messages. Welcome back to Your Health Matters. My guest today is Scott Kern. Scott, thanks again for being on the show.
No problem.
So before the break, we were talking about Mardi Gras. Of course,
Yes.
we'll just remind the folks, February 16th.
February 16th, 6 p.m. at the Walpine Mountain campus at 3801 Santa Rosa Drive.
Okay. And it's 6 p.m. Tickets are $50 for one, 90 for a couple.
If you want a table for 8 reserved, it's $350.
Okay. And they can call you.
They can call me 681-8656
for tickets.
For tickets, we take cash, credit, check. We take it all.
Okay.
So it's
great.
Yeah, we're excited and we can't wait for this year's
and it's
party.
black and white theme.
Black and white.
It'll be fun.
It's Mardi Gras, so we'll still have some color there. We'll still have the traditional colors, but
the beads and
the masks. But it'll still be a fun day. It'll be a fun night. We're looking forward to it.
Okay, so then we also talked about the Senior Health Fair, February 23rd.
1 week later, yeah.
And that's 9 to 1 here
to
at the Medical Professional Center.
Everyone should be sufficiently recovered from Mardi Gras
there
by that point
to
come here to get hydrated and get their testing and screenings done.
Very good. And I always tell people we don't card at the doors. So I've had people ask, so do I have to be 60 to come? I'm like, I don't card
No,
you,
the Senior Fair, we welcome all ages.
Right.
It's geared towards seniors, but we still have plenty of younger people, and even kids come through to get information. So it kind of caters to all ages, but we try to focus mainly on the seniors.
Sure. Well, and it's good too because there's a lot of younger folks who are caring for their parents, maybe need more information. I know we have folks here from like assisted living programs and things like that as well.
Yeah.
So it is for all ages. So that's February, but 2013 again is another busy year for us.
Yeah.
We have lots of events going on.
We don't sit around idly a lot.
No, we're never bored in public relations, ever.
No.
So March is fairly quiet, April, May, but May is the race.
May we start gearing up. In April we start gearing up for our race in May, the race for hospice on May, Mother's Day weekend this year. I don't know the exact date. I just know it's Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the 11th, somewhere like that, I think.
But that's our 5 and 10K race from the powerhouse up El Trovator Hill. If you're doing the long run, it goes all the way up a mountain road to Copperidge Apartments and comes back. So that's a fun race that just keeps growing every year.
And that money, as always, is earmarked for hospice.
Yes.
We do that. We've been doing 10 years now.
Wow.
I was thinking about that the other day, and it's our 10th annual.
That's a lot. That's a lot of running.
It's a lot of running.
That's a lot of running.
We've been doing that for a long time.
Seems like every year we start to get more and more numbers too,
Right,
for participants. So that's
walkers and runners.
That's really cool to see the community come out and support us like this. So
Well, and we're getting I think kind of getting a reputation among runners because we're getting runners from not just Kingman.
Well, it's true.
They come from Vegas and Phoenix, Lake Havasu, and we've even had some. Well, I think they're here on vacation, but folks, like one year we had someone from Hawaii.
That's true.
That I think just happened to be in Kingman, but still, we could say we had someone from Hawaii running the race.
That still counts, though, as far as how far away they've been. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
if we gave an award for the farthest, that would probably be it.
Yeah.
I think so.
But it's an exciting day to have that run, and then we followed it up with Kids Day, June 1st this year.
Okay.
And Kids Day, as you know, is always one of our crazier days, and it's fun to plan and it's fun to see 800 to 900 kids come through here in 4 hours, but you're always happy to see the kids leave after 3 or 4 hours because it's controlled chaos.
Yeah, we do almost 1,000 kids in 4 hours. It's like I said, it's a good form of birth control.
Yeah.
Anybody that's thinking of having a child, starting a family, should come to Kids Day first.
Everyone sleeps for 3 or 4 days afterward. It's a very long, grueling day, but the kids have a good time. We've always got representatives from BLM and Game and Fish and the fire department. And
from fun to serious.
Exactly, you get a lot of serious things about identification processes to help your kids.
Free shots.
Free shots.
Kids don't like that.
They don't like that
folks
part,
like that.
But then they all get peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and juice boxes, so it's a good time for the kids.
Yeah.
Everyone we try to have fun with everyone there.
Yeah.
So it's a very important day for health and safety for kids to learn about.
And that's something the parents are definitely going to want to get that on the calendar so that they know to come. And like I say, we always have free giveaways and food, and they do the free immunizations if they bring their shot record. And then I think we do height and weight. Sometimes we have hearing folks here, so we can test all that stuff while they're having fun.
Exactly.
We've got the jump castle, and
it's like putting sugar with their medicine. You got to give them a little incentive to come here and get their stuff taken care of.
And then we have the helicopter. Of course, that always creates excitement, landing and taking off for us as well as for the kids.
Exactly. We have to make sure everything's battened down this year. Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to it this year again.
And it's great because I think every year, more and more, all of the community gets involved. I mean, we have the fire department here. DPS comes with their rollover car. That's always very
Mojave County comes with a car seat safety check with
Yep.
Dean Nelson. They all do that. I mean, it's a lot of fun to see all the different types of safety and educational products that the community has, and they want to make sure that we know about for our kids.
Right, right. And we want to keep those kids safe.
Exactly.
And healthy.
Exactly.
Yeah. You don't
So-
want to see them in the hospital.
No, and that takes us through June. We've also got the summertime. We kind of pick up a little bit gearing up toward the fall. We've got our men's fair in July. That's where we try to cater health needs and issues toward the men in the community.
That's always a challenge.
It is. It's been a very difficult task to try to find health related information
That men are gonna care about.
Men are going to care
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
and get them to come in. Being a man in my 30s myself, I understand. It's if I can walk and talk and I feel okay, I don't go to the doctor. It's having to get past that stigma and having to just get the information out there. So maybe
Preventive stuff.
Preventative stuff, exactly.
Right.
We're not going to live forever, despite what we might think.
Yeah.
So that's what the men's fair is for. It's for just education for men. Women are more than welcome to come to. In fact, they're encouraged because, as you know, most women make the healthcare decisions
Right.
in
They're the
families.
ones that really are the ones that get the husbands to go to, or sons to go to.
So we call it the men's fair just because we've got the women's fair also in October,
Right.
but it's more or less
Geared towards male
it's
issues. Is
Male
that-
issues, exactly. But everyone, again, I'd like the senior fair. Everyone from all ages is definitely invited, and we'll have more information for that coming up in the summer months.
Okay.
And then the fall.
the fall.
The fall is where the fun never stops for us. It's probably 2.5 months straight of just fun different
Non-stop
things. We've
events,
got
yeah.
our annual foundation golf tournament. I think this might be the 24th or 25th
Fifth,
annual.
I think. Yeah.
The 25th annual golf tournament. So this is a very long-standing event in Kingman, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
We've gone back to September this year. I want to say it's September 21st.
Yeah. Somewhere
Somewhere
that's
in
Saturday.
there. That's a Saturday in September, and it's 18 holes at Surbat Cliffs, and it's going to be a beautiful day. Because we always have beautiful days for our golf
Yep, we
tournaments.
do.
That's
Yep.
something we've had standing for a
Yeah,
while.
it's a tradition.
Exactly. That's exactly it. So we're looking forward to that, and then October we work with Lingenfelter Center on the Race to Remember, but we're really excited this year for our Women's Health Fair. We've teamed up with the city and their Pink Parade for breast cancer awareness.
Right. That's going to be cool.
And we're going to combine our Women's Health Fair with their Pink Parade that they used to have downtown. This year it'll be uptown here on Beverly, coming across Stockton Hill Road right into the hospital.
Oh,
it'll
so
be,
instead of being downtown, it's going to be up here.
it'll be up here.
Great.
So it'll be kind of cool. It'll be kind of chaotic on Stockton Hill if we do it the way we want. Thank goodness for the police department; they're helping us out with this. But
Right.
we'll have the parade come right across Stockton Hill at the Beverly intersection.
Excellent.
So it'll end here. We'll do our breast cancer awareness survivor program that they do every year, which is great. Out here in the pavilion of the Wellness Center and the Medical Professional Center.
Very nice.
And then everyone can come from there right into the Women's Fair.
So instead of having all these separate events, we're kind of combining them,
Exactly.
collaborating into one, which October obviously is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, plus it was our Women's Health Fair anyway. So we're going to have all those
Yeah,
events going on
it just
here.
makes sense to do that. We've been really cool with working with the city and other organizations to try and get everything everyone on the same page of this.
Well, it makes more sense.
makes a lot
because
more
then
sense,
people
yeah.
can do it all instead of, well, I can't do that because I want to do this and I've got to be here then. And so I can.
Yeah, so it'll be a huge event. It's a big undertaking for the city and for the hospital to team up with. But I think we've got a lot of excitement up from both ends on it to make it work, and it should be make for a very, very packed day, but
Right,
a very,
yeah.
very
It'll
fun
be
and
fun.
educational and very memorable day too
Yeah.
for a lot of breast cancer survivors. So that's the important thing.
Well, in October, as we know, has always been busy because we do things like sell the lights on the big pink ribbon,
The pink
give
ribbon.
the pink ribbon away. Who was it this past year? that
American
won?
Woodmark won it
That's
this year.
right.
They pitched in. They raised money for breast cancer awareness. They all wore pink wigs and hats and shaved their heads for breast cancer awareness
Shave
too.
their heads?
Some of them did, yeah.
Don't bring that up.
No,
in our
I'm
department,
too
okay?
attached to my hair.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. But it was fun to see what they could do, and it's fun to get the community challenge out for the Go Pink challenge. And
Excellent.
And I think this year we're going to be a lot more involved with the community, getting the word out to make sure we have more participants than ever.
Right, great. And then we have Breast Cancer Survivor Luncheon, and all of this we'll give more information on as we get closer to those dates, obviously. But this is just kind of
Just
high
a
level.
high-level overview of what we're going to do throughout
Yeah.
the year.
So it's the Breast Cancer Survivor Luncheon is in October. The Women's Health
Women's
Fair.
Health Fair. We also have our Docs Walk, Spirit of Hospice Walk at the end of October.
I knew I was forgetting something.
You know, that's one of our bigger growing events.
And that's starts and ends at Joan and Diana's Hospice Home.
Yeah, it's turning into a bigger trick-or-treat loop walk. So it's a lot of fun for the kids to dress up, and it's a safe environment if you want to take your younger kids trick-or-treating but don't really want to go out on Halloween night. So it's cool like that.
Yeah, it's in the day and safe.
Exactly.
That's good.
Exactly.
Right.
So that, it's a busy year as always, and as always we will add more events. We've got some things in the pipeline for to work with the public on for fundraisers and teaming up with other organizations. And as we get dates settled, I'm sure I could pop back on and talk about those.
Yeah. Like I said, this is a high level, and as we get closer to each of those events, we can, have you back, as you said, and talk about those more specific.
Exactly. But right now, I'm just very excited about Mardi Gras. It's like I said, February 16th. Just put that date out there one more time.
I know, it's really important.
This is fun. This is our third annual one, and it's every year we try to raise money for an important cause in the hospital, and I think continuing education for the emergency room nurses is a very important.
It is. Well, one of the things that we've talked about at the foundation level is the nursing scholarships, and this is when we're geared to the ER nurses, but all of the nurses can take part in it. It's an online course that kind of gives them some extra. Which is good, because you figure in those emergency situations, those nurses are the first line of defense. Front line, yeah. So we want them as knowledgeable as possible. Absolutely. So anything we can do to help is probably, it's our duty to help as best we can. Right. So and it is a big challenge for them to be able, number one, to get away. So that's what's nice, because this is some online courses that they can take kind of at their leisure, because they're busy working, especially right now. I mean, exactly. Plus, this gives us the opportunity to have a good time while raising the money for them. So there's always ulterior motives. Win-win. Everyone wins. It's exactly it. And we've got a lot of great sponsors this year. I'm always happy with the way the community steps up and stands behind us with what we do. Frontier Communications this year is our major sponsor for Mardi Gras. That's right. And Mark Abrams, who just came online with them from Sholo over here to us, has just stepped up. He wants to be very involved with the hospital. So I have to thank Mark firsthand for being our major Mardi Gras sponsor. So that's great. It's the KRMC Foundation and Frontier Communications proudly present this year's Mardi Gras. Okay. We've also Kingman Emergency Associates, which those are our ER doctors are sponsoring, along with the Gardens, the Lingenfelter Center, Suddenlink Communications, great. Waste Management, Mojave State Bank, and as always the Cellar Door, Scott and Nancy do a great job providing us with wine, and they know just how to tailor that to the menu too. So it's going to be just a great fun night. It will, yeah. And like I said, it's going to a good cause, and like we talked about, again, your number, because they probably don't know it by heart like I do. 681-8656. So they can call. I mean, we can have sponsorship opportunities. Oh, exactly. We'll still take sponsors. We'll still take tickets, silent auction. Right? Yeah, we've got a goal of 200 tickets to sell. So until I sell 200 tickets, I'll sell tickets, even at the door. Okay. So if you would like to go, it's $50 for a single, $90 for a couple, or if you want a reserved table of 8, it's $350. Great. And then the night of the event, we'll have like the wine wall we talked about before, just for a fun thing. We'll have a tarot card reading, which is a big hit last year. It was. Silent auctions. We'll have a 50-50 raffle going. Last year, we raised over $800 in the 50-50 raffle. And that's right. We had, wasn't it Brianna? Brianna from our nutrition department. Yeah, she had long arms, and for $20, she gave us the stretch. Excellent. And you got as many tickets as you could with that. Very good. So Carrie Raymond actually won that for $400, which she turned and donated that back to our gotta love Carrie. Route 66 scholarship program. So thank you, Carrie. Yes, gotta love Carrie. Well, Scott, thank you again for being on the show, for filling us all in. And as I said, we'll have you back as we get closer to some of those others. But I hope you'll join us for Mardi Gras on the 16th, or the Seniors Health Fair, and join us again next week. I'll have another exciting guest on the program.